Hello LEGO fans and welcome back to another video in my mini-series where I present my MOCs. This time I have the Jcb 3Dx. Oh my god, this thing took a while to complete, and as you can see it's pretty realistic and complicated as hell. First of all, I would show you all the functions, and after that I want to talk a little bit about how it was created and how I did all the small details. The first function that I implemented was this pendulum suspension on the front. After that I think I did the front arm thingy, arm assembly, and this can lift up and it theoretically should turn, but as you can see it's held together by these rubber hoses and the friction is too high, so you can't turn it very easily. Next, the arm on the rear. First of all, it can go to the left and to the right, like so. It can be lifted up, more or less, and this thing moved last time I checked. Unfortunately, the friction is also pretty high and the parts aren't held together very strongly. And theoretically it should go forward, but again it's a rubber hose with a lever, and these outriggers are actually functional if you can deploy them. Good luck with that. I always wanted to build a backhoe, so I kinda choose the Jcb and started working. I started working on the front, just as with the grader I kind of followed the same idea with the pendulum suspension on the front. After that I built this engine compartment. Unfortunately these two parts don't really match, but it was the best shape that I could come up with. If you take a look, the tire tread is kind of similar, because these are like the smaller version of those. And I started working on the back part, the outriggers that work somewhat respectably, but they are pretty stuck. Okay, so at first I had another system for this part, which had a lot less of a clearance, but that didn't really work out with the arm, because at the first I had a Technic arm and now I have this combination of Technic plates with bricks. Just as I was saying, this thing had a lot less of a clearance, but it didn't really work and I had to change it. Now it's a bit floppy. Getting back to the rear arm part, at first I made it out of Technic lift arms, just because I knew they were somewhat better, but I realized they didn't really fit the scale. It was a bit bigger than I expected. So I started making it out of bricks, and this is the end. The point is, I wanted to do this mechanism as realistic as possible, but I wasn't able to fit a bucket to it, just because how LEGO makes the buckets, and I had to tie it with a rubber band, and two of these arms kinda stick in there. Enough about the rear excavator arm, let me tell you a little bit about the cab. I had kind of an idea to use those pre-molded windshields that are used on many LEGO tractors and front-end loaders, but I kinda didn't like the idea and I made it out of minifigure hands and levers and these pneumatic hoses. Let me get this top off, and if it wouldn't have fallen in, it would have been too good. As you can see, it's pretty much a skeleton, and I had this thing added on top. Now, other small details like the fenders here are held in by clips, and this band in the arm is pretty much made with one of those 4 something pieces. Also, just as fun fact, this bumper thingy on the front is 3 studs wide. On the other hand, I added all the features that the real thing had, like these lights, and in the interior I have these levers, and you can actually pull the minifig. Hopefully this will work and it won't fall apart. So you can pull the minifig out, get this thing out as well. Hush. Hushki, hushki, hushki. Okay, and you can turn him around and put him in on the excavator joysticks. Let me assemble this. So now you have Bob the Builder, call him whatever you want, manipulating the excavator arm. And if you want him to put back in the driver's position, you just pull him out and stick him back over here. He has a joystick over there and a steering wheel. And this top part just stays in place, held by, I don't know, power of Lego. Let me show you the whole thing from the front. It looks pretty good, but what I don't really like, the unequal lengths of these. I try to do as best as I can, but you know how physics are and Lego parts. This might have been 3 studs wide, but I'm still not sure. And well, it's pretty much mirrored. Oh yeah, and I have these 2 things added with clips, so that's why they can move. Oh well. And if you want to pack the thing up for, I don't know, road use, you just kind of push it over there, lift this up, and it's ready to go. If the fenders wanna cooperate and let the wheels rotate. Okay, anyhow, thank you very much for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, that helps somewhat. Leave a comment if you have anything to add. And as always, have a nice day. I'm Free out.